Hello guys. So today we'll be starting with consumer price index number. Last topic in our module 4, that is index numbers. Consumer price index number is also called as cost of living index number, and there are various other names to consumer price index number. I hope you have gone through the theory part, the document which I have shared you. If not, first go through the theory part and then come to how to solve the problems. Yes. So what does this consumer price index mean? What are we actually measuring here? We will be measuring the change in the level of cost of living of a particular group of people using consumer price index number. So change, to what extent is the cost of living of a group of people is changing? That we will be studying using consumer price index number. Consumer price index number. So how are we going to study this? We have two different methods to construct consumer price index number or to study consumer price index number. Those two different methods are weighted aggregate method or aggregate expenditure method. Second method is family budget method or method of weighted average relatives. So we will be solving problems under these two different methods, method 1 and method 2. So first remember, what does consumer price index number study? It studies the change in the level of cost of living of particular group of people. So that is studied using consumer price index number. It is also called as cost of living index number, and there are various other names also. So don't get confused in the question if they are asking with some other names. Yes, the various other names you will get it in the theory part which I have shared you. Basically, these two are important names. Remember them. Consumer price index number, also called as cost of living index number. Method 1 is weighted aggregate method and method 2 is family budget method or method of weighted average relatives. Here weighted aggregate method, here weighted average relatives. Yes, so we shall start with the first method now. Method 1, weighted aggregate method or aggregate expenditure method. Aggregate expenditure method. So what is formula to calculate cost of living index number or consumer price index number is summation P1 into Q0 divided by summation P0 into Q0 multiplied with 100. So this is the formula. So where did we use this formula? We used this formula in Laspeyres price index number. So this formula is most similar to Laspeyres price index number. Under weighted aggregate method or aggregate expenditure method, the formula which we are using for calculation of consumer price index number is Laspeyres price index number. So if you remember Laspeyres price index number, the same formula you are using here to calculate consumer price index number. That is summation P1 into Q0 divided by summation P0 into Q0 multiplied with 100. Yes. So let us move to the problems. Problem number 1. Calculate CPI. CPI stands for Consumer Price Index number using aggregate expenditure method. What is this aggregate expenditure method? It's also called as weighted aggregate method, that is first method. For the year 2009 with 2004 as base year. So here in the question it is given 2009 is current year and 2004 is base year. What is the data given? Commodity, quantity in 2004, price in 2004 and price in 2009. So you might be thinking quantity data in 2009 is missing. As per formula, do you require quantity data in 2009? No, because what is formula? P0 into Q0, P1 into Q0, P0 into Q0. Is Q1 data required? Not necessary. So you need not have it in the question also. Though it is given in the question, you need not consider that at all. If it is asked in the question to calculate CPI using method 1. Yes, so let us move to solution part. As usual, in calculation of consumer price index number using aggregate expenditure method, the first step will be construction of the table. After construction of the table, whatever values we get, we will be substituting it in formula. So, table will contain 6 columns, that is commodity, price in 2004. 2004 is base year, so P0. Quantity in 2004 is base year, so Q0 or Q0. Price in 2009, that is P1. It is current year, so you are taking it as P1. as per the formula, what is the data you require? P1 into Q0 and P0 into Q0. So P0 into Q0, P1 into Q0. Multiply P0 into Q0. 8 into 100, 800. 6 into 25, 150. In the same way, multiply P0 into Q0. Next, P1 into Q0. P1, 12 into 100, 1200. 25 into 7.5, 187.5. In the same way, multiply P0 into, Q0 into P1. You will get these values. So P0 into Q0, you will get the first column values. Next, P1 into Q0, you will be getting the second column value. After getting the values, after multiplying, take the total of P0 into Q0 and P1 into Q0. So you will get summation P0 into Q0 value, that is 3505, and summation P1 into Q0 value, that is 4362.5. Now using this data, we will be substituting it in formula and finding out CPI, that is Consumer Price Index number or Cost of Living Index number. Yes, after construction of table, you have the data of summation P0 Q0 and summation P1 Q0. Substitute it in the formula and multiply with 100. So after simplifying this formula, you will get Consumer Price Index number as 124.47 percentage. CPI or Cost of Living Index number is equal to 124.47 percentage. So with this, what is the conclusion we are deriving at? Conclusion is the cost of living has increased by 24.47%. So with the data what we have in the question, that is after calculating Consumer Price Index number under first method, after arriving at the value, with that what can you conclude? The group of people, the data from which group of people it is derived, though that group of people's cost of living has increased by 24.47 percentage. So this is the conclusion, and this is how you have to calculate Consumer Price Index number or Cost of Living Index number under method 1.